Yeah,
Yes.
ready as it can be.
Do it.
Woo! This is TokuNexo. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Let me remove these because we are definitely out of frame and we got so many new people joining us today. I'm your host, the Armor of Ice and Blue, Dev Synchro.
Ooh, I am Ecliptor, the Thundering Hero.
Woo!
I am Roman, the Demon Hunter.
Woo!
I am Genm, Master of the Rage Queen.
And
As always, we are joined by Artemis.
she was late, so she didn't get
She was
into
late.
the moniker party, but
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
You're
It's
okay.
You're
The spectacle queen.
Yeah.
The bespectacled queen. I'm here for it.
The spectacle queen.
The spectral queen. There we go. The spectral queen.
Oh, there you go.
The horse queen.
Yes.
The equestrian
I'm here.
the equestrian queen. There we go.
There you go. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. That's great.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. I'm supposed to be. These are definitely out of place.
And
Okay.
in honor of a whole ass new episode, we'll just crack one of these.
But yeah, today's fake sponsor is Pepsi.
Also, Ghost Energy.
Yeah. But welcome, everybody.
Right.
Welcome to Prime. Oh, I thought you said Prime. I was going to be
The
like,
fuck?
get the fuck
Oh,
out
get
of
the
here.
fuck out of here.
I was gonna be like, get the fuck out of here. Anyway, welcome to Toku Talk, our podcast style stream where we talk about anything and everything geek with a focus of Tokusatsu, and that is going to be very applicable today. You'll see what we're talking about. So as always, we are going to start with a jump behind the morphing grid. This is where we talk about our last session of Metallic Sworn, our current campaign of the Power Rangers TTRPG. And we had a little bit of a short one last night because we cut it off because our friend Dean and Toshiro Squirrel is at Disneyland right now. So he had to cut off his participation a little bit short. Genm is here. I already told him he can ask questions, but he's mainly going to be chilling as we talk about our session. So, does anybody have anything they want to start off with?
Yeah, I'm actually kind of sad we had to end it early.
I know. I was a little bit too. Because we kind of didn't really develop anything except like dynamics amongst like certain people. And as always, Brody showing the glimpses of genius that he has.
I genuinely feel like the pain is definitely going away. The pain is definitely going away, and they're focusing on the task at hand, in which they already know their objective.
Mhm.
It's just a matter of preparation that they're preparing to take this to another level in which we might become public enemy number one.
Yeah, and I think Toshiro would be in the mindset of like a regular person. Like very gung ho, very like let's just fucking do this. We have a way. We have the key. Let's open the door. Kind of.
Meanwhile, Cassie, I feel like Cassie was the other side of that coin. She still doesn't feel like she's ready. She still doesn't feel like she's ready for this, and yet she isn't genuinely like, well, not mentally prepared for what's going on, but at the same time, she's still, I don't want to say lingering on. It's just in the matter of putting more faith in the team that she is in which to be honest, nobody has been that shoulder yet for Cass to lean on.
Jackson, Brody.
Hi.
What the fuck do you
Jackson was-
mean?
At the same time, Billy too. To be honest,
Yeah, so she's had
trying to be,
3
yeah,
shoulders.
She's got plenty of shoulders.
She's had 3 shoulders
Good.
and a ghost one.
just lean over to the side.
She got a whole ass Force Ghost up in this bitch.
So if that's
I'm saying that in the point of view of Cass because remember she was like still like at the beginning of this like whole campaign she like she was still that bitch, but at the same time she was learning on how to be a bit more gentle to everybody that's there, but not really
on a thing. You touched on a thing. I genuinely am waiting for that moment when Cassie, like, either somebody says the right thing or does the right thing, and something clicks for Cassie, and she realizes that these people that she's been working with genuinely care about her and want her to be safe and want her to be better and want her to be happy. And like she starts turning that corner into the more gentle, bubbly person that we all know Cassie can be, even if she's still a bit of a bitch because she's a bad bitch and we all know and love that. But like, I'm waiting for that moment.
Right.
And who knows? Maybe it'll come sooner than later.
Okay. Sometimes she's just waiting for that aha moment.
So, with that established, though, if that's the question, where is Josh with everything?
Joshua is kind of in the same mindset as Toshiro, but he's not. But he reads the room. I say that so hypocritically, but he reads the room and realizes that holy shit, I actually have people with me to deal with this thing other than my own.
Yeah.
I want to point out Toshiro absolutely, like, the shit this man is going through, right? He had somebody die. He was handed his mantle without any real, like, hey, do you want this? And then proceeded to watch 2 Rangers kill somebody beforehand. And then all the chaos that happened outside the command center happened, and then he just murked a dude in cold.
I was genuinely pissed. I was pissed at that moment.
Why? Because your character didn't do it?
No, because that's not what we do.
I know.
Exactly. I was pissed off in character. In
no,
which,
I understand.
Yeah, in which you've seen my monologue.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And now we haven't really heard a lot from Jackson. Jackson's kind of just been kind of a
You want the scoop?
Yeah, go for it.
So Jackson currently, between finding his girlfriend, seeing what was going on with her, the whole ordeal with the government popping up and being like, hey, by the way, if you're augmented, you're fucking gone now. He's kind of going through it because he's augmented and so is his girlfriend. He's like, I have to make sure she's okay, but I can't let anybody know that I'm augmented. And so
did I just read you?
What do you mean?
Is there something happening in a session or two
with
Jackson?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Slow down. We've already had enough shit happen.
Okay. But no, he's very much going through that kind of situation of like that boyfriend instinct to make sure your girlfriend is okay, right? Like, because I'm going to talk to the camera here, guys. We all do it, whether our girlfriends like it or not. We all have that instinct of saying we want to make sure you're okay.
Oh,
it's just a thing that we do.
Yeah.
And like, don't get me wrong,
I'm going to continue to do.
I've always been the guy. If my girlfriend can defend herself, more power to her. That just makes her hotter to me. Plain and simple. But I'm still going to be there and have her back when she needs.
Yeah, just because you can defend yourself doesn't mean doesn't mean somebody else can't help you. Just because you're capable. Then that's side note. That's one of the biggest things about the dating pool this day. Just because you are independent doesn't mean you can't count on other people. Just because you can do things on your own doesn't mean you have to.
But yeah, so that's his whole thing, and then the whole ordeal with Toshiro. Before we had to end things, I had every intention of having Toshiro go and talk to, or have Jackson go and talk to Toshiro.
And I thought you were gonna have him like,
"Hey, bro." Yeah, I'd be like kind of just not like a hey. I know everyone else is lecturing you and like telling you that's not what we do. I want to make sure you're okay.
Yeah. Has Dean ghost visited him?
Jackson?
No.
Toshiro? Not
Yeah.
yet.
Okay.
Not yet. I've been holding off on it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
I've been holding off on it, just because there's a few things. One, I don't want as the DM, right? As much as Dean is a relevant part of the campaign because of his death, right? I don't want
abundantly.
I don't want Dean to overshadow Toshiro. Right? I want Toshiro to be able to live and breathe and do his own thing
right.
without Dean overshadowing him.
Yeah.
And obviously he's living in Dean's shadow currently, and he's starting to break out of that, and I'm trying to give him that opportunity to break out before Dean starts showing up randomly to either talk to people or save the day if he needs to.
Honestly, the way
he kind of gave us the ultimate Deus Ex Machina. So
honestly, the way I see it is with him, the way he's acting, like the aggressive, the impulsive, is his way of being his own ranger. He's just going about it the wrong way.
Mm-hmm. We might have to have. And the problem with Dean and Toshiro having a conversation is the fact that they're both played by the same guy.
I would love to see that, though.
I would love to see it too, but at the same time, I feel like I'd be constantly reminding Squirrel the entire time, "Hey, Dean's not like that. Hey, Dean's his own. Like Dean's a much nicer guy. Like you established from the jump that Dean was the good guy. Right? He was the polar opposite of Zero. Play him that way.
You can have him script it.
I can help him with that actually.
Yeah.
I might have him script it and see if I can just read the script for him.
So, all right. So with all of that broken down, Cassie's still grieving, still kind of dealing with the loss, more so than the rest of the team, understandably so. But aside from the occasional check-ins with Jackson, occasional check-ins with Brody, is there any aside, and obviously Billy, but that's kind of like the whole team. Is there anyone, whether it's a player character or like an NPC that we still don't know about, is there someone that could possibly center Cassie, or is there someone that she relies on?
It's a really good question, actually. Really, I think the one thing, like, it's not necessarily an NPC or a PC. Like, I mean, I'm planning on at some point we're gonna bring in an NPC no one knows about yet.
Mm-hmm.
At least I'm hoping.
First, I'm hearing about
I'll talk to you.
Does he? Do you?
I will talk to you. No, I haven't had a chance. I thought about it today.
I know, but do you know about the character?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No, I just thought about it. I just thought about it today, and I just haven't had a chance to message him.
Message me later. It's fine.
But at the moment, there's not anyone specific. But she does spend a lot of time with her horses because she finds it therapeutic and it clears her head.
Okay. Now, now we get into kind of the meat of last session. Our first Zord battle. We met our Zord. I honestly thought it was going to be like our Insecrons, and then they would just like grow. And then we would
I thought about that at 1.2. But I thought about that at 1.2, but then I remembered that I'd already established that Billy built these powers for the Insecrons.
Okay, cool.
So I was like, he's built Zords before, he can do it again.
I mean, to be honest, I it would literally just be robotic Beedrill as a Zord for my Insecron. To be
Did you
honest,
decide on regular or Mega Beedrill, by the way?
regular.
Okay.
The Megazord version would probably be the Mega version.
So real quick, because we didn't really go deep into this. What?
No. I was gonna holding off Eclipse to like tell them to wait. Okay, let me explain myself.
Oh, if you want to explain something.
So considering the fact that we haven't made our Megazord form yet, I was thinking of like
there's a reason why. There's a reason why.
What is that reason?
I can't tell you. About. There's a reason.
You suck.
No. I mean, like Squirrel kind of showed it as well. He has hesitation. He still has Toshiro still has hesitation with the like cohesion of the team. So he's still waiting for that.
And then there's the meta thing of nobody having their Megaform Zord thing filled out because I haven't got everybody together to do that.
That is true.
Sorry.
That is true.
Because you said because you also said you wanted to do like something like unique with this Megazord or something. I forgot what it was.
So the thing is if we had everyone here that was supposed to be here from the jump, right? Like if Fro was here from the jump, if my friend Zach was here from the jump, the thing that's weird about it, right, is when the Moose and I first designed this team, right, we had it set up so that it was red, blue, what was originally green and is now white, yellow, and black were the core 5.
Right.
Pink would show up later, and just kind of her Zord would kind of attach onto the back of the Megazord and do its own thing, right? Kind of Mega Falcon Zord thing. And then gold and silver were their own separate Megazord.
Okay.
That was the original idea, and of course, then we also have the Scorpion Zord to think about, which is it does the Q-Rex thing of it being its own Megazord.
That sounds cool.
I love that reference, by the way, Dev. I caught that.
Red forever, baby.
Yeah. Which, for those of you who don't know, if you are familiar with the Power Rangers TTRPG by Renegade Game Studios, Jackson mechanically is a Quantum Ranger, with an origin as a Red Ranger, right? He started as Red and then hit 4th level and became Quantum.
You get the Q-Rex.
You get the Q-Rex as a Quantum Ranger.
Okay.
Just straight up, you get the Q-Rex as Quantum. Of course, I've reflavored it into the Scorpion Zord.
I thought you were going to turn your Scorpion into a dragon. I was going to be really upset.
No, God, no.
So, real quick, though, because we didn't dive into this too deep. We kind of just like, ooh, Zords, go. So, we're just going to really quickly introduce our Zords. Like I said, we just didn't have time. We just didn't jump into this before. So, if you have names, if you can like describe it, if you have like
now would be time to find that
or
picture,
like
Cassie,
or like a basis, So, for example, mine is a dragonfly. It's a blue dragonfly. If you've seen Kamen Rider Kabuto, it's literally in my mind, it's literally just a more mechanized version of the Drake Insector, the Dragonfly Insector from Kamen Rider Kabuto. It has two little laser holes at the end of its tail. It also has like needle like arms, so it can use it as like stabbers, or it can just like. I'm honestly expecting it at some point to do like a drill kind of attack at some point. It is called the Drake Needle Zord. Just a reminder, my Insector is called Skylacra. I am the blue dragonfly. Who wants to be next?
I can go next now that I've got this pulled up here. So I've never actually announced what the name of.
You kind of did. You did. I think you did.
I said the name of I did say the name of the Zord. Yes. So the name of his Zord, let me pull it up because I don't remember it off the top of my head.
It's like Scorpion something.
It is the Scorpio Striker.
Yes.
I named it.
That works really well with mine.
And then in the VC lobby, I'm going to drop a general idea of what this Zord looks like. Yes, it's a Transformers toy.
Can you
yes,
not
I don't
do
give a
it
fuck.
on the thing?
No, no, the Toku Talk VC doesn't work. Which VC chat thing doesn't work for whatever reason.
Ooh.
But yeah, so yeah, that's kind of the basis there. But I know I never revealed what
Is
the
this
name
Scorpionox?
Yes, it is Scorpionox. Look, it was the only transforming robot like Scorpion I could think about. Bite me. Anyway, but no, I never revealed what Jackson's Insecron's name is.
Oh yeah, no, you didn't.
Yeah, her name is Venomara.
No, I'm kidding.
Ooh.
It's good. It's good.
We'll solve the wound there.
It's good. It's really good.
It's good though.
All right. So, can you describe what it looks like?
Well, it is a. Let's say the Insecron itself looks very similar to the Sasori Zector. Just in general, it's a purple scorpion.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you get.
That's literally
But from there, you also get things like the Zord itself being this big, hulking purple and silver and gold, like almost tank-esque thing in size and stature. It doesn't have the treads like a normal tank would have. It does have the 6 individual legs. That's fine. His can have it. I don't give a fuck.
No, I was like, really? You turned yours into the straight up Kuwagaranger?
Which, hey, good for him.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
But yeah, and then of course, as I described when we did the transformations, it splits apart and does the Scorponok thing of having big claw things, but his claws can actually open up, so he has actually grabby hands.
Yeah.
Normal hands. Yeah,
Love it.
I'm happy with it. It's super cool. I'm excited.
All right, Roman or Cassie, either or.
I would say mine is really if any of y'all are a fan of Pokemon.
Yeah, as he said, it's Beedrill.
Oh, Beedrill.
Yep.
Okay, I was like,
it's literally
It's a mechanical Beedrill.
It's literally a mechanized
Think like
Beedrill.
some sort of paradox form
I
Beedrill.
think there
Specifically
is
the
one.
regular version.
I think there is one.
There
Go
is.
ahead,
Beedrill?
continue. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is.
I could have sworn it was like a Mega Beedrill, but not Paradox.
Yeah, there's not a paradox. There's a Mega Beedrill.
No. There was. I think there was like an episode where there was like robot Beedrills.
It would be the general sum. This will be the general sum of what it is.
Okay, yeah, that looks dope actually.
That was not what I was thinking of, but that's cool. Okay.
And as for, I'm hoping for the Megazord version that we would have my arms as like we'd have my arms instead of regular arms,
Okay.
I'll give you an idea of what I've got for the Megazord thing. I'll talk about it here in a little bit if you guys want.
Yeah. All right, Cassie.
Okay, so I have this picture of the butterfly I had in question, like, as the idea for it. I just put it in the VC lobby. But it's basically that, but, like, mechanical.
Oh,
So it looks really scary and badass.
That's beautiful. It's beautiful, actually.
That too. But yeah, that's basically it.
Okay.
All these cool ideas.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of Mothra. Well,
Yeah, I'm getting like Mecha Mothra vibes.
We're doing
Definitely.
Kabuto, the Power Rangers.
You're not wrong. Funny enough, some of this was actually based on Kabuto in the initial design because I had seen Kabuto, whereas my dear friend Twigs had not seen it yet. And it has since become his favorite thing ever.
Yeah. So let's expand a little bit more and remember we are 6 sessions in. So, kind of like 5.5, but we'll say 6 because I'm still gonna put 7 the next time we stream. We're 6 sessions in, but we're doing this every week until the end of the year. We are doing holiday specials. We are doing Valentine's Day specials. We're doing 4th of July specials, Thanksgiving specials, Christmas specials. President's Day sale. No, it's
Oh no! We're gonna go with that. Better calm down.
Arbor Day.
Arbor Day.
We have to do Arbor Day. We are literal insects. We are literal insects.
What is that?
But we'll talk about it. We'll talk. Anyway, so we have. Let's see. So we still have 2 more weeks. 3 more weeks in March, and then we got April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So 9 months with 4 weeks average in each. So we got 36 more sessions. We are in it for the long run. So let's open our minds, expand it to all possibilities.
I generally want like the sessions to slow down, like all the like hard hitting shit at the first run.
That's his fault. That's his fault. He's already introducing Olympia. I literally said like I did not expect them to be here so soon. But yeah. So one thing you are expecting, one thing you would want, and then like a question a Clipter can answer for you for the campaign. Whether or not he answers it is up to him. But just
you
like
can ask the question, I may not answer anyway.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna leave it out there, but just those 3 things, like something you want, something you expect to happen. Like it's like, okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to happen, and then a question for a Clipter. So
why don't you give the example, Dev?
Okay, so one thing for sure. So one thing that I would want. I mean, for it's a little. It's obvious. An obvious one would just be like, Toshiro kind of opening himself up to emotions. He's starting to do it. We saw a little bit of it last session. Like he's opening himself to emotion with inspiration with Brody. And I think actually it's what I expect. It's what I expect. It's going to happen anyways. Shindo is going to open himself up to his emotions. You're going to start seeing him like establish that he can feel. Like you've seen like extreme versions of it already, his anger and his grief, but you'll see him under control and able to like, you'll see a level of emotional intelligence from him, like he's able to put together one and the other, and it's going to take place when I reveal my NPC.
So we're actually gonna bring them in, huh?
Eventually, yeah, but not yet. Eventually, but not yet.
So you just give me the signal and I'll bring them in.
Yeah, I got you, bro. One thing I do want to happen, I need another team up. It doesn't like we're doing it like piece by piece with like Olympia. And honestly, if we can, let's do a 2-parter.
Bet.
And then one question that I'm going to have. I'll just say it because I'll just ask it because I literally thought about it. It's about, so you're not gonna have Jackson and Elena encamped, are you?
Jackson and Alyssa?
Alyssa, yeah.
No. I'm not gonna have them I'm not gonna have them be captured.
Okay.
I'm not going to rule out the idea of a PC or an NPC being captured.
Right,
obviously, for the rule, going about the rules of things like that, I'm not going to say that's not a possibility. But
right. All right. So those are examples. Things that you expect to happen, like you're like for sure is going to happen. Things that you want to happen, and then a question for Ecliptor.
I expect to happen. I would honestly love for us to travel to the homeworld of our enemy.
Mm.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's really good. That's
really
actually
good.
really good. Okay. Yeah, I could definitely dig that. Okay. And then something you expect?
Something I would expect is probably Joshua getting his car fixed. No, not that.
Oh, that's
The
great. I
final
love it.
episode.
The final
episode.
final episode of Christmas. Jackson like gives Joshua a new engine.
I mean, he's offered from day
He's
one. He's like, "Hey, I'll pay to fix your car."
But you won't do it. So that's you.
But I'm just waiting. All right. Let me see what I can figure out on this end.
He's
and then I
milking
can-
it.
and
He's
then-
milking it.
Okay, so
So here's
here's
what's gonna happen.
Sorry.
At the end of the session, Jackson's just gonna give him a brand new like Bumblebee style Camaro.
Exactly.
And be like, here you
Oh
go.
yeah.
leave it alone.
That'd be good.
It's the
That'd be
exact
really good.
Camaro from Transformers 1 where it's like all rusted out and dog shit.
Uh-huh. All right. So something you the real
something
thing
that
you're expecting.
that I expect, right?
Mhm.
It was probably is most likely one of the generals of the enemies actually showing up to the army base.
One of them already did.
What that's true, but we never knew who it was. Was it the scientist? Was it the actual leader itself?
I see.
Like
Is it a
who
Finster? Is it a Goldar? Is it a Babu?
is it a dung beetle? We don't know.
All right.
Like
and
imagine.
all right, and now a question. This is your chance. Whether or not he answers it is up to him, but this is your chance to, put it out there in the world. See if you can get like a response.
Is there ever a moment where we are gonna have to travel aside from the army base, aside from Angel? Is it Angel Grove, right?
Yes, we are in Angel Grove.
Are we ever going to be able to travel to different cities?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
All
not
right.
gonna tell you which ones.
Yeah. We're going back to Olympia. We're going back to Olympus.
I wouldn't send you guys back to Mariner Bay.
We're going back to the pavilion.
Oh goodness.
If we actually go back to the pavilion, this will be alive.
Maybe at the end of like the Olympia team up, right? Maybe they'll invite you to the pavilion. You guys can meet Nike.
If we
man,
go back
that's
to the
so
pavilion, this will be a live.
We'll think about it. I'll think about it. I will tell you one thing though.
Okay.
I already have plans for you guys to travel off-world.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. We kind of already done a little bit of that. Because Dean's already went to the morphing grid.
Mhm.
Like we've seen him play out the morphing grid. So we've already done that. So it's anything's possible at this point.
Oh man, I'm gonna cheat and ask another question if that's possible.
Up to you. Go ahead.
Can we have another obstacle course?
No.
Oh,
No.
No, this
I
motherfucker is fishing for redemption.
I refuse. If we do one, he's doing it by himself.
God
No,
damn it!
If anything, you guys will get another campfire scene.
Okay,
Oh, lovely.
that's okay. I'll allow it.
Okay. All right.
We'll
like
allow
you
it.
have a
Bitch.
choice.
All right, Artemis.
I will kill Joshua too. Don't try me.
Ooh. Brutal. Anyways,
All right, Artemis. Something you want, something you expect, and then a question. And then we're gonna jump into our next segment.
Okay. So I know Caffey. Wow, Caffey. I can't talk today. Sorry. I'm breathing.
Yeah.
Cassie, she is going to eventually soften up to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
she just doesn't right now. She's just like terrified of getting close to anyone else because what if the same shit happens again? That's why she keeps shoving everyone out of her way and like away from her because she just doesn't want to go through that again. Once was enough. Which is why she's been such a bitch. Because I don't like playing her like that. Because I wanted her to be a bitch, but not that bitch.
Artemis, what is the question?
She just needs that kick in the pants of somebody coming around and being like, "Hey, I'm not about to be like that dead motherfucker. I got you."
Yeah, basically. And then something I expect to happen, right? Or what was the next?
Well, you said you.
That was more of an expect.
Yeah, that was your expect. So, what do you want?
Right. Sorry. What do I want to happen? I would be content with almost anything. Keyword is almost anything.
No. Specific. What do you
want?
happening?
Something specific.
Yeah. What do you want happening? We have about 36 sessions in front of us. So what do you want?
Definitely want Cassie to get a new love interest at some point.
Are you now? Here's my question. I know the original idea was for it to be Toshiro, so you're still doing that thing with Squirrel.
Yeah.
Are you still dead set on that, or can it be an NPC? Can it be one of the other PCs around? What are you thinking?
It's Michael's brother.
I think on principle, Cassie wouldn't do that.
No, she would not. That's funny though. I like that. It's funny, but no. Honestly, I don't really care if it's an NPC or a PC. Unless Squirrel really wants to try and go for that, great. But like other than that, I don't really care.
Okay.
And I'd just like to see that played out.
I generally feel like Joshua should be the new love interest for Cassie.
I fucking knew it.
What?
I fucking knew it.
Shooter shot.
God, you're
shooter shoot, baby. Shooter shoot, baby.
Oh my god.
Shooter shoot, baby. Anyway. Okay. All right. Shooter shoot, baby. All right. And one question. Yes. Your question.
Okay. Question.
You give me anything. This is your opportunity to possibly get like a question about the session, the campaign, the plot.
I gotta make this good because I might actually get answers.
Yeah.
Keyword in that sentence: might.
Yeah, I know.
And then he'll like give you like this like convoluted riddle.
He'll just give me like a cryptic answer. Oh, that'd be awful. I'd be so mad. But anyways, shoot. Oh, come on, brain.
When the moon turns green, only then will you find your answer.
I honestly don't have any questions that I can think of at the moment.
You gotta have one.
Just
like something.
Like I said, it can be anything about the campaign. Your character, what he has planned for you, what he has planned for the team.
What do you have planned for Cassie? Do you have anything at all? And I don't want any bullshit answers.
Name the big one. Like the thing like in the future.
I can promise you that Cassie will have a new love interest. The only thing is, will she feel the same way about that person?
Cool. I like that answer. I actually really like that answer.
Okay. All right.
I'm content.
I've got backup plans on backup plans. My
guy. Right. Well, Ecliptor,
I may not write anything down, but I got.
Well, Ecliptor, it's a little bit cheating. It's a little bit cheating, for you to answer the questions. But do you have anything you're expecting, or? Well, let's put it this way then. Do you have anything you expect from us? And then, what is one thing you want us to do for the rest of the like somewhere along the line? And then, do you have a question for us?
So, expectation, right? The thing that I expect to see is I do expect to have at some point in time that moment, kind of like we had at the very end of Olympia, where everyone started kind of clicking together.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I can kind of weasel that out a little earlier, so we actually have a time frame, a good chunk of time where everyone's like a solid team.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. That's the thing I'm expecting, is that to happen at some point. A thing I would want. I desperately want you guys to figure out some things.
Like,
I'm not gonna tell you.
oh, you want us to figure things out? Okay, about the campaign. Okay,
Yeah,
I thought you meant about our character. Okay.
Yeah, no, like there are some things very specifically that I want you guys to figure out about like the plot and the things that are going on.
Is there something like already there?
There is one thing that you guys haven't figured out yet that I'm really hoping you do.
I have all the episodes downloaded. I will go detective on this.
I will tell you right now. It does involve somebody that you guys all know.
We all know?
Every single character that I have introduced knows this person in some way, shape, or form.
Okay.
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 All right. And then your question?
My question for you guys. Now here's the thing.
We can also be cryptic if we want to.
Do I be an asshole in my question, or do I just ask a straight up question?
It's up to you.
That is definitely up to you.
You can do both if you want to. Roman asked 2 questions.
I'd shoot it down.
Yeah.
I will leave it at this.
Okay.
My question is 3 very simple words.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Oh no.
When the fire blazes,
you already know. You already know I'm set.
Yeah.
I'm golden. I'm made for drama. This
Because
one though.
You're made for drama, and then you don't want me to dramatize the fucking story.
No.
No.
I just don't need you to like try, because we can see you trying, like physically trying to be dramatic with your words.
Okay.
And it's stopping you. It's hindering like you getting words out. And that's why you're stuttering, and that's why you're like pausing, and that's why you're missing words. So all I'm saying is just speak.
Speak and let it go. Yep. So the reason I ask, right, is because last session I didn't get to do the slow trickle of some of the shit that's coming your way.
Right.
Because last session got cut. So next session is going to be fucking intense. Like probably the single most intense session we've had, as far as like the things that are going to be happening on screen. That's why I'm asking if you're ready.
Are you ready?
Artemis.
Yes.
That's a question for you.
I'll be fine.
All right.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
You should be asking me, because I also felt the same way. I also felt the same way when we just like committed fucking.
Dude, your reactions are like over the top.
Crazy?
Exactly. Exactly. That's why. You should be asking me that shit.
It doesn't matter what's
I don't
going
fucking
on.
worry about your ass.
You're good. You're the one. You're not the one like. And I'm trying to be sensitive because I understand it, because I used to have them as well. You're not the one having literal panic attacks, literal anxiety attacks.
To play devil's advocate, I imagine part of that was just Cassie, right?
I get that. Yeah. Some of it, yeah. But you can kind of tell. Especially when she gets up. Especially when she gets up. That's
her head hits the desk.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like when her head hits the desk, it's just like, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. It's supposed to be this way.
But yeah,
I feel like that's why.
So we are in it. Like as I've already said, we are in like a very sensitive arc for Metallic Swarm. So if you are not ready for that kind of topics and subject matter, I will see you guys in April. You can still join us for Toku Talk. We'll still talk about it. I feel like it would be a lighter way to experience Metallic Swarm at the moment. So yeah, you guys can just join us for Toku Talk, and then you'll meet us for the sessions in April. I've actually had friends literally message me that they are not watching the session until April.
Ooh,
And I was just like, you know what? That is absolutely fair. There's one specific friend, I was like, I definitely understand why you are not watching it. And I was like, you know what? That's perfectly fine. I will see you guys in April.
Understandable. We'll see you in April.
Yeah. So we're good. So we're okay. We're all right. So now we are gonna jump into a actually we are going to do our quick break right now. And then we're gonna do jump into my suit. So 15 minutes. Well, probably not that long, but like no more than 15 minutes. We're gonna take a quick break, and then we are going to jump right back into some Toku stuff. So if you're here for the Toku, you're in the right place. We'll be right back.
It's an hour-long break. Please brace for us.
No, we're not taking an hour-long break. You're out of your fucking mind.
Hell no. We'll be right back. And we're back. We are back. Welcome back to Toku Talk, our podcast stream. We just finished with our jump behind the morphing grid, and now we're gonna get into some. This is going to be kind of a combination kind of thing. Like I said, we are going to be focusing a lot on Tokusatsu today. So this is going to be kind of a combination of jump, just got my suit, and everything else we're kind of doing. We're going to be talking about our favorite Tokusatsu. We're going to be discussing tropes, just like the experience of being a Tokusatsu fan, watching Tokusatsu, things that we enjoy about watching Tokusatsu, things we look for, etc., and just being a part of the fandom, like going to conventions, cosplaying, etc. We'll jump into all of that, but first we are going to, and if we have time, we'll do a little bit more ranking. But for now, let's talk about our favorite Toku. This is going to be just us literally fanboying out about our favorite either series, either heroes, either characters, episodes. If you can like lay it down to one specific episode or one specific scene, one specific moment, etc. So just to give you an example, obviously I gotta talk about my dude, the literal hero that I've like created my brand around. Everything blue, everything night, and it's all because of Brave, Kamen Rider Brave, Hiro Kagami from Kamen Rider XA. He is the secondary writer. He is like he's kind of the antithesis to Hojo Emu, which is the protagonist. He's kind of like everything that Hojo Emu isn't, but at a certain point they do come together and they complement each other. They complement each other's styles. And it's also kind of a testament to how different their heroes are. One is like jumping and smashing. The other one is, RPG, has swords, very technical. But yeah, he's Hiro Kagami. If you know anything about me, you know I love me my sad boys, my stoic boys, the ones that do not give a fuck about you, but are kind, caring, in their own special way. And that's exactly what Hiro Kagami was. He was this guy that kind of was given a destiny of being like a hero, and he took it very seriously, that when he realized that this newbie, this like person that's never seen like the levels that he has, is all of a sudden supposed to be the best hero. He took that very personally. It was like, let me show you how it's done. And he showed you how it's fucking done. He had like an escort and everything. He had like a girl holding his belt. He had a girl holding the gashette. I was like, dude, this dude rolls in deep. And then you realize, and then as you go in, he softens up. You start realizing more of his personality. This is just how he rolls, but like he's not actually an asshole. This is just the way he puts himself forward. And then you get really deep into his story, and then you find the grief of loss, and you realize that was kind of his his motivation, and it also became his hindrance. It became kind of a wall that he had to overcome, and boy howdy did he overcome it. Tattle Legacy level 100.
Total Legacy.
I just think his development is it's a lot quicker. It's definitely not paced as well, but it's akin to Vegeta. It's calm down. I'm talking about just like development wise, not specifically character wise, but like just the way he went from like, I'm the best, you are nothing, let me show you how it's done, to just like, there is so much more at stake here. So I love my boy, and hopefully with Toku Spirits doing what they're doing with PMC, I genuinely hope I have the opportunity to meet him at some point. And then if it comes, I will drop everything. I will go broke. I will put out loans. I will get so many things signed. Like, you see that shelf? It's like different characters. No. I'm going to have one shelf just for him.
He'll have a shrine just for Brave.
Genuinely.
See, and then you're gonna end up with a Yusei shrine, and then you're gonna get all your characters and have them have a shrine.
I have a mini Yusei shrine. This like half of the shelf is just Yusei. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D specifically. So yeah, that is my favorite Toku. So we're gonna talk to Genm, we're going to talk to Roman, and then we're going to, before we jump into Ecliptors, because he has something very special planned, we're going to talk to Artemis about her view of Tokusatsu. So Roman, let's hear about your favorite Toku.
I'm actually gonna flip the script and actually gonna say Kamen Rider O's has always been a favorite of mine, in a way in which, like,
good choice.
Absolutely.
in a way in which the combinations are chaotic, the characters and the protagonists, along with the I forgot the name of it. The arm itself. The arm itself is also a great
Ankh. Yeah.
His Ankh is also a great character in like a way in which he is a demon. He is a demon that sort of doesn't know anything about the world, and yet his favorite thing is ice cream.
Did we watch the same show?
Was it like sea salt ice cream or just ice cream in general?
It was just ice cream in general.
It's literally just ice cream in general.
Yeah.
I think he was constantly eating sea salt ice cream, but it was supposed to be just ice cream.
Yeah. It was the way it was like the girl's way of taming him.
Rewarding him, yeah. Taming him.
Yeah. And
It's like a reward.
You've been in
I love that the protagonist is very like accepting of becoming a Kamen Rider, considering the fact that he's like, all I need. He's literally like the most chillest guy ever. It's like, all I need is just a pair of underwear and a good amount of change in my pocket, and I'm all good, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And you see this development of like being a chill guy into having to protect what he cares about, and then understanding that sometimes you need to have more in order to protect the ones that you truly understand. And it could be the coins, it could be like a partner in crime. Like you don't know what's going to come up next, and it's always good to have people on your back, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I just love the entire show in general. Instead of the writer, I love the design. I love the design of the original, of like the base phase of it, because of yes, you're right.
It's a stem.
Yeah.
It's literally on my video. Check me out on TikTok.
It's on his video. I actually just watched that today. I saw that. I went, oh shit!
From the base version to Garakata to like, oh, what was that? Oh, Gozo, Sangozo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my favorite one out of all of them.
Yeah,
I'm
and
biased. Red's my favorite color, so Tadadori is my thing.
from
I like Shota's sound. I like Shota's sound.
Jingle.
It's so jazzy and vibey. It's so I like it.
I'm surprised he wasn't a jazz singer. Like
Showtime.
another
Showtime. One that I really do enjoy, like secretly, was the movie one.
Super?
Or no, the Burakawani.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna say that like from the different combinations of it, you can actually see like it's a small blink if you miss it type of detail where if you choose a different combination, he goes with like the different combination as well. So you see Squid,
he changes styles.
He does, yeah, his different types of styles is very stylish. It's very smoking sexy style.
Yeah. Right.
DMC reference.
We'll get to that in just a bit. We'll get to that.
It's a very stylish thing, and also the main corporation of giving out the coins is a fucking treat. He is a goddamn treat.
He's a character and a half, and
he is.
He's so good.
That's all I'm gonna have to say about my favorite. Kamen Rider.
All right, and now Genm.
Oh, without a doubt. I'm gonna circle this back to X-Aid, because my favorite character, and according to the X-Aid fan base, their favorite as well, is Don Kuruto.
It is so crazy the love he gets.
It's wild.
It's insane.
Hey, you know what's the crazy thing about him? Is that he is a fucking sweetheart. He's a
great.
goddamn gentle
he's good.
cloud.
He's so like the actor is good. Yeah.
And it's like,
Rose bought his own action figures just so he could have his own action figures.
It's like, look,
oh, that's sweet.
Yeah,
You would appear for it.
Look, it's
I would do the same shit. I would do the same shit.
Really,
Dude.
who wouldn't?
Yeah.
it was like with him when he's first introduced. It's like, okay, president. Seems like a pretty cool guy. I like him. Like the cut of his jib. He's down with the business. Until you get that,
He just breaks.
he just breaks. It's
He
like
just breaks.
he breaks, and it's like, why? What's happening? What did I miss? He was just a cool guy.
He was so chill. And then
But you learn his backstory, and it's like, okay, I see why you did all this, but why? You could have probably went a different way.
Mm-hmm.
But when he breaks, and then how do I say this? He's unique and built fucking different. Figuratively and literally.
He calls
Yeah.
himself a god, so yeah.
He calls himself a god. Like, Kami, then I guess. And I'm like, you know what? Yes, you are. You live up to your moniker. I'm not gonna fight you on this.
He purposely injected himself with the virus.
I'm genuinely feeling like the first phase you see these characters like this guy's a pushover, no big deal, and then you see that change, and then he sticks with it throughout the entire series.
Oh no, I never thought that about Genm. I never thought about that about Genm. Genm was that
Naruto
dude.
was always like, he was that guy.
Genm was that dude. Genm
And
was
then he just like out of fucking nowhere
went
blows
insane.
a fuse. Yeah, and just fucking lost it. And became the single greatest meme factory in all of Tokusatsu. I fucking adore it. Like, don't get me wrong, I hate meme factory characters. I hate meme factory shows. That's why I don't like JoJo, right? I can't sit and watch JoJo because it's a fucking meme factory. But Kuroto Dan is fucking a national treasure and we need to protect him.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The memes are hilarious. I love the memes. His character is written so well.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about Toku memes that just hit different.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's always been a consistent returning character, even outside his own series as well.
He brought his ass back as a fucking Huma gear.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, I'm a human. No, I'm this. No, I'm that. Oh no, I feel like I want to be this now. It's like, wait, hold up. I can't keep up. And now
I'm waiting for them to reveal that he's actually been a god the entire time.
I know.
He technically was in another series.
Dude, there was a point where because the virus and that he put in himself went haywire, and he had this like life counter, like an actual video game. You have 99 lives left, and then he ran out, and then all of a sudden he comes fucking back, and it's just like
infinity.
I got a whole new set of lives.
How did you break the system?
He
made the fucking system,
and we love him for it.
He's not. If he's not God, he's a cheat code.
He's the up, down, left, right.
He is a break in the program.
Right.
It's like it's the fact that he broke the program to the point it shows on his suit as well. Like the original suit design, counter, once it hits 0, you're gone.
Yeah.
When he gets the power up or the new form,
Dangerous
it's like
zombie.
Dangerous zombie. The guitar riff. It just scratches something in the brain. Like
it really does, yeah.
Like,
as well as the stands for it. Oh man. You knew he was down for business.
It's like, haha. What's this? Zombie back to life? Rise? It's
the personality, because like I said in the beginning of the series, you see him and you just think he's like an asshole because he's like just constantly fucking with M, but like he's doing it so well. He's doing it so well too.
He's that lovable bastard character.
He's doing it like really well, and it's just like because like the thing is, the series is not hiding it. Like it's him. He's the dark X8. Like they don't hide that at all. And then like at just some point he just like breaks and he just like the greatest character ever.
Yeah.
One of them at least.
One of them. Brave. Anyway.
Skull.
But yeah, that's my point on my favorite.
Yeah. Okay.
Mr. Meme himself, the gaming god himself, Dan Kirito.
Yeah. The dude. Anyway. But yeah. So like I said, Ecliptor has something special planned. Specifically for Just Got My Suit. So we are just we're going to let's do it this way. What is one question we all had when we first started this journey of being a Toku fan? Like when you started Tokusatsu and then you realized, okay, this is gonna be my thing, but question mark.
For me,
Shit.
I wasn't originally into Tokusatsu. I was always just an American Power Ranger person.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't know Tokusatsu even existed
But
until
you can also count that as well. Like if you were like, oh, okay, Power Rangers is gonna be my thing, but
yeah, Power Ranger was going to be my thing. But I discovered Tokusatsu through my best friend since high school and ex roommate. Like he's the one that put me onto it. So I was like, this is just Power Ranger, but in Japanese.
Right.
Like when I really sat down and watched it, I was like, holy shit, this is much more adult and grittier.
So what was one question you had when you started it?
Where has this been? Why haven't I seen this before? I've been robbed.
Okay.
Good answer. Good answer.
Really good question. What about Roman? What about you? What was one question that you had about Tokusatsu?
Tokusatsu in general, I legitimately got cut off countless times from watching complete series of Power Rangers SPD to Jungle Fury, as well as RPM, because my parents couldn't keep up with the cable. All I could see were reruns of VHS.
Right.
And even then, we had to sell those out just to even keep the rent going. But when I made it to school, there was a computer, and I was studying one time until I was listening to my favorite J-pop music, and next thing you know, I see. You're gonna fucking love this. It was Kamen Rider X8. It was Kamen Rider X8 build, like the setups and the henshins.
Okay.
All compilations. And
AVMs, AMVs.
No, it wasn't even AMVs. It was just the compilations of the henshins.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh,
anyway,
yeah,
and I was just like, oh shit, this looks fucking sick. Where the fuck has this been? And then I find out that, and then it was like a legitimate middle school journey to find a website to find a website or a series that I can or a channel to that I can switch to see all these episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And when I finally got there, I immediately found it and watched it. Fell asleep the first time, and I changed to a different series. And that's when I found Double.
Okay.
Double was that gentle and interesting story that just kind of brought you into the system.
Roman?
In which
Roman,
I'm okay. I'm cutting it off. I'm gonna start there, but at the same time, it's a good introduction to it.
Right.
Yeah, and I would have to say I would say when will it ever get what other subject can they go to make it even better? What theme could they go to make it even better? Would they go gritty? Would they go serious? Would they go dark? Would they go
they went
fantasy?
Dark. They went gritty. They went gritty and dark.
They went gritty and dark.
Bro.
And then it was a journey. It was a journey all through it. Just discovering different series,
yeah.
And as well as the different suits. And that's when I fell in love with my first character.
Yeah.
Thank you for that backstory. All right, Clifter.
Question I had when I first got into, I think honestly was just obviously I had the where the fuck has this been all my life?
Right, of course, we all did that.
We all had,
yeah,
right. And then for me it was just okay. Where can I watch more of this? Because at the time there wasn't any sort of official anything for it. So I was doing the thing that we all know and love and not going to talk about because we don't want them to get shut down again. Oh, yes, actually.
Yeah. That's how I did it.
That's how I watched both Decade and Gokaiger.
That's how I did Wizard. That's how I did Wizard and O's.
By the time those out, I had found other places to go watch it, and I've got a much more like safe and like stable one now.
Tokusatsu on YouTube.
That's not a bad spot. But if you are looking for those kind of things, because I want to give an actual answer to this, Google is your friend and it is free.
You're just gonna have to do just like a little bit of like
bit of
digging.
searching.
Yeah, a little bit of digging, but you'll find it. You'll find it eventually.
Because the first thing they're going to throw at you is they're going to throw at like Tubi and
Billy.
Because like if you do want to watch it as an official release, right? An official Western release for those Western fans, Tubi is your friend because Tubi has Kuga, Ryuki, 01, Geets. They've got the Over Quartzer movie. I believe it was Over Quartzer. No, it was the Heisei Generations Forever. That's the movie.
Yes.
Best movie ever.
The really good movie. But other than that, Google is going to be your best friend. And the official Toei like Kamen Rider page on YouTube has the first couple episodes of a bunch of different series available for free.
Or if you have like a smart TV or just like a computer, Pluto TV has literally just a channel for Tokusatsu, and they show like I don't know,
Kamen Rider, a lot of Ultraman.
They literally show you like a line of Kamen Riders episodes and then a line of Sentai,
as well as Amazon.
And yeah, Amazon does have Kamen Rider Amazons.
Yeah.
If you're into something darker and grittier, I wouldn't recommend that for a first series at all.
If you're into horror, that's the perfect series to get into Kamen Rider.
If you're into horror, but it's not a good representation of what the franchise is like.
So my question is, it isn't when I first. I'm gonna cheat a little bit because it wasn't when I first started. Because I kind of just like accepted it. I was like, oh, okay, Japanese Power Rangers, cool. What else is there? So I just like started digging. But like when I started really like digging deeper, the question was just like, how deep is this tokusatsu genre? Like, because that's when you start realizing like, oh, so it's not just Power Rangers, it's not just Super Sentai. You have Kamen Rider. Oh, it's not just Kamen Rider, it's also Metal Heroes. Oh, it's not just Metal Heroes, it's Ultraman. Then Makai Knight, and then like you also have the Rescue Force. You have the
oh god,
the fucking the Chinese one. I forgot what it was called.
Dragon.
Yugeki Ken. You have just like these like smaller, lesser known ones that they still sell, but they don't sell as well. And then you jump into like, oh, it's not just spandex superheroes, it's also like monsters, kaijus, mechs. Spider-Man got into it, and then so like you start getting deeper and deeper, and you're just like, how deep does this hole go?
Little fun trivia fact for Artemis's sake: the Japanese version of Spider-Man, right? Because there's a Japanese live-action Spider-Man show.
Is
the first ever Toku show to feature a giant fighting robot. Period.
It's how they started with the Zords and the Megazords.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If we didn't have Spider-Man, we would not have giant robots.
It's all thanks to Stan Lee. So rest in peace, Excelsior. Anyway,
Excelsior.
Yeah. So we are now on episode 3 of Toku Talk. We have jumped into very deep into 4. Sorry, we've jumped pretty deep into Tokusatsu. We're still doing Toku Watch Club, kind of just behind the screen, just because we have so much like to put into Toku Talk. We will get to Toku Watch Club at some point,
especially once we actually start watching a Kamen Rider show.
Especially because that's where we come in.
That's where we really shine.
Yeah. Because listen, Power Rangers is cute. It's a good start.
We love it. It's an adorable thing for us.
Yeah.
It's where we started.
I wouldn't be going to PMC if it wasn't for Power Rangers. Like I wouldn't go to PMC if I wasn't into Power Rangers. If it was just for Tokusatsu, I'm not gonna waste money flying across this the country just to meet like last year 7 people. You know, I'm not gonna do that. So, but no,
I mean,
power.
I would, but
It depends on which ones. It depends on which ones, but no.
I mean, that 7 in particular.
I can tell you, like 4 of them would reel me in. I can tell you, no offense to the other 3, I can tell you 4 of them would reel me in. Like oh, you know.
I feel like you guys should still give me shit over, like, I don't know which Power Ranger I'm gonna go find at PMC, because all I'm just gonna try to find is the fucking SPD Red Ranger.
Oh, good luck with that, dude.
Good luck.
Exactly.
Yeah, Brandon J. McLaren, good luck.
Dude, here's the thing. Side note, just real quick. Side note. Here's the thing about Brandon J. McLaren. When he shows up whenever he wants to. He's not like really late. It's not like hours after, but he'll show up whenever he wants to. And when it does, that line starts.
Same goes for Johnny Young Bosch.
Oh, no. Johnny Young Bosch is there on time, and that line starts when the doors open.
Yeah. I imagine all the MMPR lines start as soon as they open.
So let me paint you a picture. It's have you seen Pasadena Convention Center? No, you're in Texas. Never mind. Sorry. No. Sorry. But yeah, so go ahead.
I was gonna say I've been to AX. I know how chaotic it's gonna be.
Yeah, so just imagine a giant building, right? It's like it's a convention center. And then there's a line that goes out the door that's like in the middle of a pavilion that's shared with the hotel behind it. And then it lines up around the building. Goes almost across the street. Like there was a point where we almost had to line up on the other side of a crosswalk.
Jesus Christ.
It was so crazy. It was so funny. But luckily it was like right before we hit that point, the doors open. So the VIP goes first. And you're thinking, cool, we'll move up a lot. That should be a lot of people. No.
Fuck no.
Like 5 steps, you're there. Right? And then an hour later, the door is open for everyone else. You go in, and then you just see that other line again for Johnny Young Bosch. Because you have to understand, people aren't there just to meet Johnny Young Bosch as the Power Ranger. He's meeting him as Ichigo, from the guy
Stampede, Lelouch, fucking you name it,
Nero,
everything,
and now Dante.
Mm-hmm.
He was also the dude from Yokai Watch, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So
dude has been in everything.
And his characters are constantly beloved. So that
he was in a Gundam series.
So yeah, imagine that line again, and then right next to it is the line for Dan Southworth.
Yep. Oh god.
And then on the other side of that line, on the other side of that row of Power Rangers, is the line for Aaron Cahill.
I actually made a promise to my friend that I will refuse to avoid any interaction with Dan Southworth until I can get them down here.
Why? So you're refusing to talk to Dan Southworth until he goes to Texas.
Until we actually meet into a con that we can actually that me and them can go meet.
Oh, so you and your friend want to meet him at the same time?
Yes.
PMC.
Okay. Yeah, bring them to PMC, bro.
They're in Canada, which is an even more pain in the ass.
So is this
Not
one.
me.
And the Canadians.
She's going.
He's not talking about me.
I know. I'm saying she's
You're from
going.
Canada and you're still going.
No excuses. Anyway.
No excuses. I'll buy a $10,000 loan just to get you down here.
It's not that expensive.
It's not that expensive.
It's not that
Yeah,
That's why
You
one
gotta
of
think
them
about
is saying-
souvenirs, guys. Come on.
Dude, including souvenirs, right? And this is even including the ticket price before Dev said anything about paying for fucking tickets for us.
Gotcha.
For me and my son, it's just shy of $3,000.
That's it
for the weekend, and that's like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, leaving Monday, right?
That's for hotel.
Yeah, that's tickets for the con, the hotel, the plane tickets. Oh, right. You didn't include the con? I did. I did when I ran the numbers.
Yeah, so no, it's not that expensive, dude.
Yeah.
It's money. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah,
it's
a chunk of
definitely
change.
money.
Like you could buy a CSM with that money.
But like it's still cheaper than AX.
That's true. That is damn true.
It's cheaper than AX.
I will tell you guys right now, PMC is probably going to be the biggest con I'm able to go to unless we are invited as a guest at some point for something bigger.
Side note, I'm going to let you guys know watching this stream, we're going to talk about PMC every fucking episode.
Every episode, without
every
fail.
episode.
Until we go, and even
until
after.
we fucking go.
I'm already planning after talking about it.
I'm already planning a special Toku, like weekend Toku talk. I'm planning,
yeah,
honestly,
in person.
Honestly, what I'm planning is everything we do, both of the things we do, Metallic Swarm and it wouldn't be Metallic Swarm at that point, but TTRPG and Toku Talk from the hotel.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
From the awesome.
Yeah,
from
so
the hotel,
do I need to bring a microphone? And have we need to bring a microphone and a laptop because
I just need a laptop, but I'm pretty sure I can get one by then. Maybe
because my microphone is USB and it's decent, so if I need to bring it, I can bring it.
Mine's dog.
I mean,
we're gonna use this. I need one because this one's direct, so like it only covers like what it's pointed at. So like obviously if it changes.
Mine could be omni, so I have like 4 different.
Yeah, so
I have like 4 different settings. It's omnidirectional.
Mine's omnidirectional.
I'll bring mine.
Yeah, so we're good. I'm already planning to do that shit.
Bet.
But no, it's money. But that's honestly the biggest reason why I'm starting to plan it now. I actually started planning when I left PMC last year.
I was like immediately after last year.
I was like as soon as I got home, I was like, all right, bet this is what we're doing, 2026. So yeah, if you honestly start planning now, honestly, dude, if you start saving $50 every other week starting now, you will have enough money for both of you. More than enough money for both of you.
More than enough.
$50 every other week, not every week, every other week. If you do like 50 every week, you're golden. Absolutely golden.
Every other week.
Yeah. So, just a thought. So,
just a thought.
Just a thought. So, anyway, back to the concept. This is about her. Anyway, so what is your view of Tokusatsu as a genre? Because we've only
my words carefully.
No.
Honest answer.
Because we've honestly just scraped the surface. You've only seen one Power Ranger aside from the one you've seen but you kind of vaguely remember, and then we've kind of just like tickled Kamen Rider.
Sentai and Kamen Rider actually,
yeah, so we really haven't done
I really like it all.
Okay.
Like I really like it. Like every time, like when we were watching the intros, I kind of wanted to continue watching the shows.
Okay.
So like I'm definitely in.
Okay, so what is repeating question, but it's a really good question. What do you like what do you watch? What do you expect to see when you really start digging deep into watching like Kamen Rider? Because we're gonna funnel that shit. Power Rangers, like I said, Power Rangers is cute, Sentai is cute, but we're going to funnel Kamen Rider.
going to be a big
That's
focus.
fair. Sorry, I'm blanking here.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
No, you're perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Like, I'm excited to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
more along the lines of the journey. I'll
The
figure
journey,
out
yeah.
what kind of just sets and clicks with you.
What's up?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you were like.
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. What is okay? So for the rest of us, then, what is one thing like? Not necessarily warn, but like, what is one thing that you would tell someone new to Tokusatsu? Tokusatsu specifically, not Power Rangers. Tokusatsu. Someone new to Tokusatsu, what is one thing you would tell them to like look out for, something to expect?
I got you. The comedy is not what you would expect from here in America. It is a different style of comedy.
Very.
What you might find funny might not be in this show, but as you go through watching this, you will start to learn what makes things funny.
It's very cheesy.
why
It's
they're
very
funny.
corny.
It's very corny.
It's like it's almost forced.
It's
Yeah.
slapsticky at times.
It's
as well.
very slapstick humor. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good
or like
example.
a lot of
Charlie
times
Chaplin?
I wouldn't go that far.
No.
No, I'm still that's slapstick. So I heard slapstick in my brain with Charlie Chaplin. I'm sorry.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah.
I would go that far, but it's like
Three Stooges, maybe.
a lot of it is like wordplay,
Mm-hmm.
but it's wordplay in Japanese. So like a lot of really good fan subbers will have like text on the screen that says
And then
this
like
is why that's funny.
explanation, yeah.
Yeah, basically explaining this is why that's funny. But for the most part, it's a lot of just context clues.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a lot of watching Toku is understanding context clues. And sometimes, I always recommend to people, if you feel like you need to, watch the episode again. Right? Like, watch the episode and read the subtitles as you need to, because this isn't a show that's available in English. And then you can go through and re-watch the episode without having to read the subtitles and be able to actually see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Because some people struggle with reading subtitles.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people that has subtitles on all the time because otherwise I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
Like, my brain can't process without the subtitles.
Mm-hmm.
It's really stupid, and I know it's annoying for some people, but
I used to be that way.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about the interesting world of anime. Good man.
Because of anime, I got really, really good at watching shows with subtitles without barely even looking at the subtitles.
It just becomes kind of
Fair.
like peripheral reading.
Yeah.
And you don't even know you're doing it. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So Roman, Genm, what is one thing you would like tell someone new to Tokusatsu? Something to look out for, not necessarily warn, but if you want to warn them about it.
I would say just go with it with an open mind.
Very.
Go into it with an open
Very.
mind. We were sharing the exact same thing, Gem.
Dude.
So this is going to be a whole entire experience for you.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the old ones.
Oh yeah, when you're going back to
No, we're not jumping. Yeah, we're not jumping into Showa. We're honestly sticking to like Heisei Phase 2. Yeah, we're gonna start with that, and then we'll go back.
Like double onward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we gotta.
But eventually,
like,
you'll put some.
Eventually, we'll open it up to Heisei Phase 1 for right now because they're more recent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but it still falls on it. Like, think of this and go at it with an open mindset. This is not what you would normally see. If you're used to like maybe something like Power Rangers or something, wipe that from your mind because this is more gritty, like we said earlier. Sometimes it's more darker, sometimes it's more adult. The
characters are more developed. They're more three-dimensional characters.
And more importantly, they're more adventurous because they got money. The production value is crazy.
Also, fair warning, especially when it comes to Kamen Rider, they are not afraid to kill people off.
Oh yeah.
At all.
If you love this character, don't get attached to them.
Unless it is like the main core, and even then,
they're not safe.
even then,
It's not safe.
For example, right? For example, a character in the show that you currently have listed as the one you want to watch first. There is a character that is dead by the end of the series.
Yeah. And you can ask
That is one of
Squirrel
the
about that one.
No, because then he's going to tell her everything. Because Squirrel won't shut up about it. Anyway,
True.
That is one of the reasons why I think Build in particular is a really good example for a beginner Kamen Rider fan, because it establishes what a Kamen Rider is. It is a great example of that between the form changes and the upgrades and the super forms and all that fun stuff. The enemies are interesting. That's a rotating and evolving story.
The world
And there are characters that are actively dying on screen, and it hits you really fucking hard.
Oh yeah, the world building also for it is very good and well written out. If I want to add on to that,
Build is the best Heisei Phase 2 show. Period.
Most definitely, and I agree with that.
I said what I said.
That is,
I love
ignore it. I
I
can't.
love
No,
X8.
you're
I
right.
do.
I can't deny it. And most of the fandom agrees.
I love X8, and X8 is a very close second. X8 is really well written. Build is just that much better.
Yeah, I know. It's and most of the fandom will say that as well. All right, Roman.
Motherfucker, again, you stole my thing. I would most likely have to say, don't go. If you find a stick that you like, and if you find a stick that you like, they have it, because because all the themes on there, they basically hit like almost every single type of theme you can think of when you really think about it. Because if you want something space related, you got Forza. If you want something mythical, you got Wizard and Kiva. If you want something more like meta, you got X8. You got X8 and Build into like the development of like all these combinations versus, like, you know, if you're a gamer, you have these little quotas they can giggle and be like, oh my god, why did they even do that?
Yeah.
And it is beyond, and it's just literally just what Gem said. Go with an open mind, but just try to find your favorite theme of story to tell, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah. Mine is kind of two. One is the first one kind of goes along with you know, go with it in an open mind. Give it 5 episodes. Always give it 5 episodes. Because like the storyline will always be slow. They're always establishing the main character first. They don't start world building until like episode 3, maybe.
This thing. Depending on your Kamen Rider series, it is a slow burn throughout the series entirely.
Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing Saber.
Yeah.
She's already decided she doesn't want to do Saber.
We're not doing Saber. We're not doing
That's
Saber.
fair.
It's fine.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking of
Genm.
01, to be honest.
Whoa! Dude, episode 1, Jin kills somebody.
Just straight
up
by the fucking
shoots
neck
him.
and bang.
What you mean slow burn?
Episode 1.
01?
Yes!
Whoa!
Jin straight up kills someone.
I gotta rewatch 01 then.
No. Do you want a slow burn series for more recent stuff? It's my shit. Put Geets on if you want slow burn.
Probably, most likely.
There's no probably. That is the answer.
That is a definitely. Okay.
Because most of the beginning of Geets is just the game.
It's just the game.
Yeah, and then you get into the real shit, and that shit is dark.
It's like 10 to 15 episodes in, and then the show really starts. It does what Oda should have done, but instead took 1,000 episodes to do it.
Yeah.
Don't come at me, One Piece fans. I love One Piece.
Not like Squirrel.
Random.
And the second one is just remember that it's for young men.
It is meant for
Young
kids.
adults. Young adults.
Young
No,
men.
also, so Kamen Rider very
Shonen.
specifically is
Very
marketed
shonen.
for a 10 to 13-year-old boy demographic.
Shonen.
That is what Kamen Rider is
Most
marketed
definitely.
towards.
Shonen.
Super Sentai is marketed towards that like 6 to 7, 8 or that 6 to 8 age range, right?
Fun fact.
It just so happens adults happen to like that shit too
Yeah. Fun fact though.
because they don't dumb shit down.
Fun fact. So Kamen Rider came first, and they were like, "We need to market this." Oh,
That is the knocker over.
Okay.
No. I was just saying they need to tone it down. That's what I was gesturing for.
no, I was just saying. Fun fact. Kamen Rider came first, and they were like, "We need to cater this to children." So they took the formula of Kamen Rider, and they were like, "Let's do rainbow spandex." Super Sentai.
Do I need to develop for next week? Do I need to make a presentation of like Tokusatsu 101?
Are we gonna have slideshows?
Oh God, that's we're-
It'll be as quick as possible. It'll be like a brief history of this, and this. Here's the basics. Ready to go.
we.
If I don't see a
You can
PowerPoint
prepare it,
presentation-
and then we'll
decide if
wing
we want to
it.
do it.
We'll wing it.
Yeah, I'll cool. I'll make.
'Cause
I'll
I feel like-
get it ready.
Because
do
I
whatever
feel
I
like
need to do.
that would be a lot to take in before like she jumps into like before she jumps into actual Tokusatsu.
I was very specifically going to do like the Cliff Notes version of like this was the first thing that was ever
Yeah, I
considered Tokusatsu. This is where the things we know and love started by this guy.
Right.
Ready go.
We'll wing it. We'll figure it out. So now, is there any comments, any questions you have about Tokusatsu, since we have 3 really big nerds here
And Gem.
and Gem?
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
I wasn't sure if he was including. I wasn't sure if he was including Gem or Roman, and that's why I just made a judgment call.
I was talking about. I actually excluded myself.
Oh,
Really?
I don't know
Really?
why I did that, but yeah, I was actually excluding myself. But yeah, do you have any questions or comments or like anything like you want to know?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay, so now we are going to. So, I need you to pay attention because class
Okay.
is in session.
Okay.
Today's lesson is Kamen Rider Geeks, and your teacher is Ecliptor.
it's funny you say that, Dev.
Come on. There we go. Yeah! Kamen Rider Geeks 101.
So, let me to break it down for you.
Mm.
Are we gonna do this? You gonna do that?
So, just for the people watching, we are going to do this series where we are going to have each person do a presentation, a lesson in their favorite Kamen Rider, which is the reason why I didn't specifically talk about Kamen Rider X8. I specifically talked about Brave. So I'm gonna do X8 later. Squirrel is already set to do build. I don't know if these guys want to do it as well.
Just gonna give me this right off the bat. All right.
You know
You
what?
want to?
Okay, I'll join in. This seems like a very interesting thing to do.
So what do you want to do? Because I know you also enjoy X8.
I enjoy XA, but I'm gonna leave that to you because it seems like your knowledge of XA it might be a bit more than mine.
Your knowledge is more
Dude,
experienced than
I
mine.
psychologically break down everything I see.
For me, I think I
even do it to you.
I'm doing it to you.
Yep.
Go for it.
I think I might do Deno.
Okay, cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm doing X8. Gem will do Deno. We are about
What about
to
you,
start
Robin?
the lesson on Geets. Build. Squirrel will do build. That was obvious. And then Roman will
Double,
do
yeah.
double. All right.
Cool.
So the first lesson.
All right, Kamen Rider Geats. This is my personal favorite, right? I gotta get that out of the way. There's a reason I'm doing this one. I'm gonna give you
It's
the
terrible.
absolute Cliff Notes version of the premise. All right, you can read most of it there, but I'm gonna try and paraphrase this paragraph.
I
Okay.
can hear
I already
Family
read it.
Feud in the background.
Yeah, she's watching Family Feud in the background. Can I turn that down?
Yeah, you're fine.
There we
I
go.
have my TV remote.
Your daughter brought it to us. Anyway,
That's so ugly.
Out there. Does it say honor TLC on the bottom? TCL on the bottom.
there.
All right.
Anyway, so Kamen Rider Geats centers around 4 characters in particular that you need to pay attention to. You have our main character, Yukio Ace. You have Sakura Keiwa, who's Kamen Rider Tycoon. Kurama Neon, who is kind of the token girl of the group, but she's Kamen Rider Nago. And then there is Azuma Michinaga, who is Kamen Rider Buffa. Those are like the 4 that you want to pay attention to as far as riders go. Or the basic premise of this entire show is that there is a secret organization called the Desire Grand Prix, and they hold a game by the same name. The whole point is these beings.
You want me to take notes?
You don't have to.
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
You can
these
if you
beings in
want
Yamato
to.
show up, cause all sorts of problems, and the writers show up as part of a game to stop them and earn points with the sole intention of the winner of these games getting their wish granted to create a world of their desire. And yes, I went in depth. We have individual slides for the 4 characters. The boy, Yukio Ace.
I like it suit.
Dude is legit. Dude is confident, mysterious. His whole shtick is, I'm a fox, so I am not going to bullshit you. And I bullshit you all the time. He has no problems misleading people. He has no problems with outfoxing people, to use the pun, right? He has a very mysterious set of goals at the start of the series that we don't know anything about. But we do know is that this man is currently undefeated as far as the Desire Grand Prix is concerned. And he has been doing it for a number of years. From there, we have our secondary rider in Sakura Keiwa. He is Kamen Rider Tycoon using the Ninja Raise Buckle. Dude is a... How would I describe Keiwa? I have it written down here, right? Good-natured, straightforward. His whole thing, his biggest wish, right, is for world peace.
He's so pure.
He's a pure-hearted, wonderful little bean, and I love him to tears.
Which is crazy. It's crazy that his dream is world peace because his job sucks.
Yeah, he doesn't have a job.
Yeah, so
that's his whole thing. He doesn't have a job. Yeah. He's searching for a job.
Yeah.
But
you think he'd be like money,
right? Yeah, but no, he is so selfless that he is absolutely willing to throw his other obligations away and risk his own life to make sure somebody is taken care of, to make sure that somebody has what they need to make sure that they're safe.
To the point where he's thrown almost every game he's in for the sake of somebody else.
He spends most of the first chunk of the show not fighting with Yamato like he's supposed to, but saving civilians that are caught in the area. I love him.
He sounds like a sweetie.
He is best boy. And I'm like, stop talking before I spoil things.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of best anything, best girl, Kurama Neon here. She is another precious bean. I love her to bits and pieces. Her whole thing, her desire for the Desire Grand Prix is to find true love. And not even necessarily in a romantic sense, but just that true, genuine kind of love, that true, genuine connection you feel with somebody else, right? However, she is the daughter of a pair of very wealthy business people who shelter her after she was kidnapped as a small child. So she kind of grew up a little naive and doesn't really get it. She's really easy to manipulate, but she is also a social media influencer. She's a very popular streamer. So popular, in fact, that Keiwa's older sister actively watches her show and is a fan of hers.
Nice.
But she is Kamen Rider Nago. Got a little cat thing going on for her. And her primary is the I want to say it's DJ or music.
Beat.
What the hell?
Beat.
What the one was? I can't remember what the name was. Beat. Thank you. But yeah, she is super kind-hearted. She cares very deeply about people. She even goes so far as to basically call Ace out on his shit at one point and be like, "Hey, look, I understand you've got this whole macho facade thing going on, but I see you and I got you.
I got your ticket."
I understand it now.
Up next, we have the resident bad boy of the series, Azuma Michinaga. Dude is a construction worker. His whole thing is that his friend died in a Desire Grand Prix at one point before he became a writer. Once he became a writer himself and realized what was going on, his entire goal is, no, I'm destroying every writer that's ever existed. They're gonna die. That is my wish. So he uses the zombie raise buckle as Kamen Rider Buffa, and even his fighting style is representative of the beautiful. It's a beautiful bit of poetry. He's a buffalo, right? Dude is headstrong, standoffish, bullheaded. He prefers to run in and use pure power and strength over anything else. Even if he's equipped with a freaking ranged weapon, he's gonna swing that bitch around by the barrel before he shoots anybody.
Indeed.
That's his thing. He is, and even the zombie raise buckle works, right? And it's listed right there on the page. Because of he doesn't fear death and is fueled purely by his hatred for Kamen Riders. He is a wonderful piece of poetry that I love. And his story throughout the whole show is just fantastically done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I even got a brief little explanation of the power system. Let's go.
Nice.
So, the writers in the show use the Desire Driver, which you could see there, and the Rider Core ID, which you can see there next to it. Upon touching the Rider Core ID, they will gain entry into the game. They will, if they had already previously competed in a Desire Grand Prix, all of their memories of the Desire Grand Prix will be restored. Okay. Because the Rider Core ID's whole purpose is to keep track of the rider's score, keep track of what they've done, how they act, how they fight, and contain their memories when the game is over, in case they do end up going back into the game.
Mm-hmm.
They are paired with the raise buckles. There's a brief explanation of those on the next slide. But they usually start out in their entry form, which is a basic black armored form with a little bit of a top of an animal's head on their head. You'll see that on the next slide as well. But there's also the revolve gimmick, where they can tap the button on the top of the Desire Driver. It'll unlock the driver. They can flip it over, and it'll cause their whole body to go like that, and flip their top and bottom half on their armor.
Oh.
You actually saw that in the Henshin and Finisher video for Geets.
So you can.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah. So you can. So there's two buckles. One is for the top. One is for the bottom, and then you can actually switch it with the revolve.
Haha. Example.
Yeah.
So that first one all the way to the left is the base or entry form. Then we gave him just the Magnum. Switched it to the feet, and then we've got it on for boost and Magnum for his primary form, and then the swap form with boost on top.
Okay.
That's kind of the general idea of how those buckles work.
Mix and match.
Brief explanation of the Desire Grand Prix. This is a tournament where participants will compete as Kamen Riders against each other to defeat Yamato. I gave you the brief explanation of this before. But this lovely young woman down here on the bottom, her name is Sumari. She is what is known as a navigator. Her whole job is to recruit riders, give them missions, and explain the games to them. That is her job.
Okay.
Sumari in particular is a wonderful piece of work. I adore her. And of course, there's a lot of other things that go on in the background, but she is the thing. Her whole wardrobe, by the way, is the same as Roman's right now. It's black and white.
Black and white.
Love you.
She's kind of like a referee in a way, if you think about it.
And we have a brief explanation and little idea of what the Yamato were. They were originally created to be just mindless monsters, for the Desire Grand Prix, just serve as enemies for the riders. But over some behind-the-scenes stuff, they started gaining sentience, and of course, every time a new round starts, they will create a Gemar area where the games will take place.
Mm-hmm.
In conclusion, for everyone in general, this is my brief little review, right? Kamen Rider Geats is an action-packed mystery thriller first and foremost. That is the gist of the show. However, there's also plenty of comedic and heartfelt moments that you will live and die for. I was begging for more every time that episode ended. I could not wait for the next episode to start. I think it's a wonderful choice for first-time Rider watchers. I think it is a great show to watch just in general, and I will always recommend it to people who are fans of Kamen Rider. But that is Kamen Rider Geats 101, and I hope you are excited for anything moving forward.
Now I want to watch that one.
Yeah! Yes!
I accidentally spoiled it by having the ID core.
What do you mean?
It's just another Rider's ID core. It doesn't mean she knows what that is.
She doesn't know who that is.
That's true. That is true.
I just know.
Also, you leave that piece of shit out of this.
Yeah. We don't talk about Dapan.
We don't talk about that guy over there.
Dude, honestly, here's the thing.
I have another proposition for a campaign.
Here's the thing about it though. I would rather talk about Dapan than I would Mary.
It's in my backpack and I'll tell her that I don't want to get it.
I would rather talk about Dapan than I would Mary. Fuck Mary.
Fair.
Oh, I thought we were going to talk about...
we could be talking about Sparrow.
Oh, I was just about to mention...
I would rather talk about Sparrow. I would rather talk about him. Like, at least he, did something. There was a reason why he did it.
Mm-hmm.
Mary was just selfish. Yeah, so there's Boost and there's Magnum.
She's seen the driver. I have it.
Yeah, and then so
left, I just didn't feel like digging for it right now.
Yeah, so left is the head, right is the legs, and then you can do a revolve.
I had the visuals.
I appreciate it, Roman.
Yeah. I was trying to get visual aid with your.
Yeah, he was doing this.
I had the visuals.
He was doing all this.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Also listening to you.
It is
all right. So, we still got a little bit of time, so we're going to jump into a little bit of actual Toku talk. So, I had a plan. It was in my head.
Playing with your wallet? Is that what that is? Or is it a calculator?
Yeah, it's the wallet that I'm using for the Morpher. Artemis, what is one thing that you've seen so far that you enjoy about Tokusatsu?
The suits.
Hell yeah.
Is there one specifically that has stood out to you? It's like, ooh, that one.
I can't remember which one it was, but there was one that was a really pretty, bright teal blue.
Oh, Gotchard.
Oh, yeah, it was Gotchard.
I really like that one.
It was Gotchard.
Gotchard's suit is gorgeous.
It's a good suit. It's a really good suit.
It's a fantastic suit.
It's a great suit.
I love the final version of that one.
Kamen Rider as well.
Yeah.
So, let me ask you, as we've dove in slowly, what are tropes that you've noticed for Tokusatsu? What is qualities that say, okay, this is a Tokusatsu show that you've noticed? Bikes. That's specifically for Kamen Rider, but yes. To
be fair, we've really only shown her Kamen Rider.
To be fair.
Kona, I hear you.
The protagonist usually gets his ass kicked during the first episode.
Not Ace Ukyo.
That's true. well, when I watched it, I honestly thought Haikun was the protagonist.
First and foremost, not Ace Ukyo. Secondly, not Hojo Emu. So wrong.
No.
The only series that had ever confused me as to who the main character might be were Geats or fucking Build. Because with Geats, I agree. I thought it was Kawa at first.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew he wasn't Geats, but I thought he might be the follow character, like we did with we have with Kabuto, right? Where we followed Gatak throughout the whole thing for the most part. But and then with Build, I thought it was Banjo. I thought that was the dynamic that we were gonna have with Banjo.
Oh yeah, I can see what you mean with Build. It's we get introduced to Build very early and then Banjo shows up. It's like, okay, we're gonna like focus on him.
Episode 1.
Like this is gonna be how
The episode opens with Banjo.
It does.
Really? Oh, yeah, he's on a run.
Yeah, it opens with him escaping.
So, what one of the things I love about the Tokusatsu world, especially nowadays, it's so quickly expanding. Like, it's so crazy how quickly the world has accepted Tokusatsu, because we've been talking about it like for years, and then one day the world just woke up and it was like, you know what, I like this. And then they were like, let me do an anime, Futo PI. Let me do an anime about love before world domination. And then let me just do a whole ass anime for one. The Red Ranger becomes an isekai.
The Red Ranger gets transported to another dimension.
The Red Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world. But Red Ranger isekai. Yeah.
Hey, you can't tell me you would rock the Morpher too, would you?
I would absolutely.
I would.
Dude, I literally said, I need this to be a toy. I want to wear this.
Watch it be the next Super Sentai Artisan.
I will spend the money. Because that shit is so good. And I would also do Amen. I would also do spoiler alert. I would also do Amen.
I saw a video of them the other day. I was like, "Who the fuck?"
I know who the voice actor was when you heard that. You know who the voice actor was when you heard that. When you heard that sound, by the way,
it sounds familiar.
I didn't hear. It wasn't.
For the thing.
Yeah.
That's Gotchard.
Yeah.
That's Gotchard. And then the Red Rangers thing is
It sounds like Mr.
I think
Bell.
it's Decade.
I could have sworn Amon
There it
was
is.
Decade.
I think it's Decade. No. Amen's little bag is definitely Gotchard. Sphinx. That's
Kimmy. Okay.
Yeah. That's definitely.
The reason why I thought Decade was because of the
very
the
good.
thing.
Anyway.
Okay. Yeah, no, I just a little bit I've heard from that. This other Red Ranger sounds like Drive.
Hold on.
It sounds like Mr. Bell.
Hold on. We can fix this right now.
No, that's not. Play that again. Hold on.
I know that voice.
Have I heard that? It's a Sentai.
Is it?
It's a Sentai.
This is. Hold on.
Play it again. No.
It's not.
I know where I've heard that voice before. It was in the Japanese version of Transformers Cybertron. That's where I've heard that voice before.
Hold on.
It almost sounds like that with a bunch of filters on top of it.
Hold on. We'll do it. We'll do it this way.
Yeah, because that's definitely not Decade.
No, that's not Decade. Who is that?
I swear that sounds like Mr. Bell.
No. Start your engine. No, that's not him.
I'm going to the wiki.
No, I wanted to be really smart.
Okay, I'm watching.
Because if I don't figure out now, this is gonna.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Academy, yeah.
Anyway, so we gotta continue. Roman, what is your favorite trope about Tokusatsu? Or if you want to get like really specific with a Tokusatsu franchise or series. The fuck are you doing?
There's a fucking huge. I don't know whether that's a bug or a stain on my blinds. But anyways, it'd probably have to be how like it keeps to the usual form of like it can differentiate from all the things, but it keeps to the form of the suits themselves, where it has the giant buggy eyes, the wings, the rider kick. Like, I would probably have to say the suits. I would probably have to agree with Artemis and say the suits are my favorite trope of the whole thing.
Okay. Ecliptor.
My favorite trope is just the fact that the powers, to my knowledge, I don't think there's ever been a series that's changed from this.
Mm-hmm.
Every single series, the powers have originated with the bad guys. Or they were based on the bad guys' powers, or they came from the bad guys specifically.
Oh,
Every single series. It is a very common trope of using this thing that the bad guys, the same kind of power the bad guys use for the greater good instead of for evil.
So one thing I think more the writers than the Sentais, but one thing about the Tokusatsu versus the Power Rangers is that like the Power Rangers have the morphing grid. That's where all their powers come from. But with Tokusatsu, they share the power source. It's one power source that they share. The good guys and the bad guys. So like in Wizard, their powers is from despair. It's whether they can overcome it or do they get swallowed by it, which decides if they're good or bad. Genm, what is your favorite trope of either Tokusatsu in general or just?
For me, my favorite trope is we're gonna put out this awesome TV show. Would you like to buy our merch?
Oh, absolutely. The fuck?
It's like you want to see, like we see you, we enjoy your patronage of watching it. Would you like to try to do that yourself? Because I know I was as a kid, I would sit down Saturday morning, watch Power Rangers, and have my Megazord with me by my side. Like, look, you.
What? That's adorable.
And it's like it was also a time that I would like bond with my dad because he encouraged me to continue to watch Power Ranger because he seen that made me happy. I was very involved with it, and it was something we could talk about.
Can we talk about the whole merchandising thing for a second? Because it's a bone I want to pick.
Of course. Go for it.
So, I adore Tokusatsu. And this is primarily geared towards Sentai and Rider and that kind of stuff, right?
Why the fuck is the CSM code so goddamn expensive?
Well, there's that.
Buy a CSM if it's good.
My thing is, right?
Is it the belt straps?
They are marketing these toys and these products to us here in the West. And even if it's a show that is unavailable for us to watch officially,
they'll still try to sell it to us.
They'll still try and sell it to you. And even funnier, they get mad when you pirate their show.
Ooh.
So, why even give us the damn thing in the first place if you're not going to give us the show?
Yeah, that's one thing
That's what I'm saying.
That's one thing I never understood with that whole controversy. If you're going to take it away from us, that should be like your realization. Okay, there's a market. We can make money. And just create a source. Create a Crunchyroll.
I've said for years that they've already worked with Amazon before. Why don't they just put the shows on Amazon to stream for free, even if it's just subtitled? You know, as long as you have an Amazon Prime subscription, and guess what? Amazon and Kamen Rider and Toei are going to fucking make bank.
That is
because
true.
All of us Western Kamen Rider fans will be all over it.
Oh yeah, if that would be our one-stop shop place to watch it, uninterrupted, ad-free, good quality, without the risk of
Viruses and whatever else. Yeah, 100%.
Not sponsored by Amazon. Not sponsored by Amazon.
No, not
Yeah, not
sponsored.
sponsored by Amazon. But like, genuinely, not only that, but it's a good, easy way to possibly some kid using their parents' Amazon Prime account, and suddenly, boom! Guess what? We've got a new
Demo
Dance fan on our
thing.
hands, or a new Sentai fan.
He's
Huh?
doggy.
Is it?
He's doggy. I think he's doggy.
I can hear it now.
I think he's
Someone-
doggy.
For everyone that's uninformed, who is Doggy?
I think this. I
Pick a
think
master.
Doggy
He
Kruger?
is Doggy Kruger
doggy, but specifically,
from Deca Ranger.
Deca Ranger. I think he's
Not John Tui. We love John Tui in this household.
We do.
But-
He's cool as shit.
He's cool as shit.
He's great. I can't wait for you
but
guys to meet him.
Specifically, Deca Master from Deca Ranger.
Yeah, but to add on to you a clip there, if you put it on Amazon videos, we can watch it.
Was.
We enjoy it. We're gonna go straight to Amazon shopping and be like, do
Buy
they
the
have
freaking stuff?
It's like, you know what?
That's
a good
genuinely
offer.
honest. Yeah, like
It's
they
such
could just.
good marketing.
It's
Toei,
easy.
hire me.
Toei.
So
What
it's
is
We're
your-
here. We're here.
I know you're like incredibly like clenching on to your brands right now, but this is the smartest thing that you can fucking do.
Yeah, you hear that, Mr. Toei? You can do this.
All right. So let's since this is also part of just got my suit. Let's hear from someone not in the circle. What is one thing you would want from like specifically the brand of Tokusatsu, from Kamen Rider, from Super Sentai? Not specifically the show. It doesn't have to be about like the shows, but just like what would make you want it more?
Besides the accessibility of everything, that's actually a pretty hard
We're
question.
already
We already bitched
yeah,
about that.
we're already
What keeps me interested is like
Probably like more mainstreamed, like t-shirts and stuff like that. Like even maybe like because there's obviously girl Kamen Riders, a makeup line.
Ooh,
Yo, if they're gonna do a makeup line, you know damn good and well Kamen Rider Drake is getting plastered all over that shit.
Kamen Rider.
yo,
who?
Mr. Dangerous,
Right.
bro.
Oh yeah.
Kamen Rider Drake was literally a makeup artist.
so you're telling me we're gonna have
This is all
Beauty by
shtick.
Nago.
And dangerous too.
And dangerous, yeah.
Dangerous. I want my durian makeup palette. Damn it.
Dude, that would be
God.
amazing.
Right.
A whole Gaim like palette line would be amazing.
Like, fool, you've already
Orange,
Sailor Moon.
banana.
Why can't you do it?
I want a perfume.
Orange, banana,
that
grape,
one
melon,
female
that'd be
lemon.
good too.
from October.
They did have a bit of a French thing going on with some of their attack names and stuff. You know, Owlet and all that fun stuff.
Or parfum.
Parfum.
Some Gaim perfume.
The
A
female
line
guy
of
from-
Kiva violins.
Drive Toyota
Ooh.
sponsorship.
It'd be Honda.
It would be Honda.
Probably Honda.
It would be Honda because Honda is the ones who makes the bikes.
Yeah.
Yo, Philips and Sony decade cameras.
Dude, fucking Atari doesn't exist anymore. Like
It does. They're
Sega,
making a console.
Nintendo?
Nintendo
they
XA.
can fucking make XA games.
Mighty Action X.
Yeah, Mighty Action X, Tata Legacy. They can do just like 1, maybe 3 levels per. They'd
Well, these-
still sell.
It's still
if you
like
take
hotcakes.
the Gas Shot games,
Gosh.
all of these are just
Yeah.
like rebranded old games. If you really think
Most
about
of
it.
which can be found on the Super Nintendo.
And I know some of them.
Exactly.
I know some of them. I know someone has already made Mighty Action X. I need Tattle Quest.
Okay, they've already done one. They've already done one for Sailor Moon at least years ago.
Yeah, they made
Why
a lot
can't-
of Sailor Moon.
Yeah, make a like merchandise, homie.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why can't like why can't you go all out with this one into the Western audience? I'm just.
I mean,
trying
to be
figure that out.
fair, we spend a lot of money on the merchandise as is. I think they're just like they're gonna buy it either way.
They're doing quick. I
Yeah.
feel like they're doing quick strikes. You know.
But I think we're still getting the least of it.
That's
Yeah.
true.
We're still
Honestly.
getting the least of it because they got like stores and restaurants.
Oh, I
Cater
just seen
to
the restaurant
Tokusatsu.
review with Connor and Iron Mouse and them.
They have entire museums dedicated just to Tokusatsu.
In Japan.
Mm-hmm.
They need to push for
I know what video you're talking about, Gam. I've watched that video. Or that
Mm-hmm.
stream, I should say. Yeah, Connor literally did like an IRL stream thing for Iron Mouse, where he went to the Toei like
Museum
thing and walked around this huge Toku museum. He had zero idea what was going on, but he knew Mouse loved it, and he was just having a ball.
And
He was
then
like, "Oh, those look pretty cool," and like chat was telling him what was going on with it because they knew. And he was just like, "Oh, that's super cool. I guess I have no idea what this is. Like that suit looks good."
I genuinely feel like they
Then
should
the
go
round
round
two
two.
went
dare
to-
you.
Bro spent like $100 some odd in the gift shop buying her fucking drivers that they had just posted up in the gift shop.
Continuing
A
on.
100.
Continuing on. I feel
A
like they
couple
should
hundred,
go
hold
round
on.
Oh, a
two with
couple
Dragon
hundred.
Knight.
And not only that,
Mhm.
there were several streams.
They
when
should go
did
round two with
together.
Dragon Knight.
Was
What
He
they
was
should,
just
if they're going to
saying-
do something like that, they need to just adapt.
No, they
Or
just
you
need to
adapt
adapt
Kamen Rider.
another one.
They need to adapt another one in order for this.
It's going to
because
have to be something
dude,
recent, so like
yo.
01 onward.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you. They have the English dub Kamen Rider. They have English dub Kamen Rider in the Philippines.
We
Yes. They also had an episode. They also had a Kamen Rider Kabuto was English dubbed, and well, at least an episode was aired here in the States.
We do.
It didn't do well, but
It didn't do well,
a
but
thing.
it was there. They're
there.
giving ideas, but like, stop giving us little tastes.
Dude,
I'm
telling
so
you-
funny enough,
Give us the money and we'll fucking do it.
right? Well, funny enough, so
Oh.
Saban had a trademark in place for the name Power Rider.
Who?
For the name Power Rider during Samurai's run, because anyone who knows Decade knows that there was a crossover between Decade and Shinkenger,
Yes.
but nothing ever came of it, and that trademark has since lapsed.
Good.
Don't use the name Power Rider; it's dumb.
Hasbro,
Right.
come on.
Just do Kamen Rider.
Just do Kamen Rider. It worked for Dragon Knight.
Or Mask Rider. In
No.
no,
No.
No.
Really?
No.
no.
Because we're going to connect it to Mass Rider.
Ooh,
And Mass Rider
We don't
was
want to do
shit.
that.
Do you want to bring back Farbus?
Mass Rider was
Look.
Garbejo.
Masked Rider is thought of in the exact same way as the live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender movie that we don't fucking talk about,
Oh.
And Dragon
Or
Ball
the Dragon
Evolution.
Ball Z Evolution.
and Dragon Ball Evolution. None of
What's
those
Dragon
three
Ball
things
Evolution?
fucking
Don't know.
exist.
But look at this.
Neither does
Listen,
neither
there
does
are
the live-action
bad
Netflix Death Note
series,
movie.
and then there are ones that we just do not talk about. And Mass Rider is one of them. Power of water, power of light.
Activate.
Oh yeah.
I still have nightmares about Furbus
Dude.
to this day.
Dude, there's a fucking episode where like the rest of the Showa writers show up and they
And they named
butcher
them
the
wrong.
names. They absolutely butcher the names, and I'm just like, you're using the same names, but you're using it for the wrong writer. Why are you acting like there isn't something you can use as reference?
Mm-hmm. It's not like there's, at that point, 15, 20 years worth of history.
You're adapting an episode. Use it. Anyway,
Like,
That's our tirade for the episode.
yeah.
I mean, to be fair,
Oh
to be
no,
fair,
not yet.
I feel like a lot of people that are fans of Kamen Rider were that introduction to other corporations to actually take notice of like, oh shit, we got a Western audience. We didn't even notice.
I'm just like, but my thing is, you should know by now. Futopia was a success.
Mm-hmm.
Udo Pi was a success. 01 did numbers when it was released by Shout Factory. So did Geats when it was released by Shout Factory.
Love Before World Domination was a success. And now Red Ranger becomes Red Ranger Isekai is a success. Like, I don't know what you're missing.
Bluefin Brands has been releasing Kamen Rider merchandise, specifically like drivers and roleplay toys in particular, as well as like the SH figure art stuff.
Mm-hmm.
For a number of years now, they've been releasing that stuff.
So I don't understand.
It's been doing really well.
So I don't understand why you're not noticing your market.
So it's not that they're not noticing the market. The problem is that they don't care about the actual product. Because let's call this as it is, right? Tokusatsu as a whole, when it comes to the like Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, and things like that, they are 20-minute toy commercials.
They are.
Literally.
That just happen to have really good stories. But at the end of the day, every gimmick toy, every roleplay thing that they release, every form, every weapon, every side form, every monster is another toy at the end of the day.
Hmm.
And if we are still buying those toys and those roleplay toys, those drivers, those gimmicks,
right,
everything,
yeah,
Toei is going to say, oh, we're making a bunch of money off of this show. Our toys are selling wonderfully. I don't care about releasing it in the West for them to watch.
To be fair, Tokulectables buy their stuff from Japan, so
yeah. And also, I genuinely I genuinely want to go to Malaysia, just for the fact that they have tons of priceless like attachments of belts that are worth like less than $10. I'm talking buckets, homie.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we could do that if we go to Japan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even Japan has that.
Yeah.
Go to Mandarake, dude. Dude, even check out the Mandarake website. I'm not even kidding. There's really cool stuff, more like super recent and super old stuff for relatively cheap.
That's honestly one of the big goals for TokuNexo. TokuNexo in Japan.
All of us going to the Toei Museum.
There's that. There's also a website where they've documented all the various filming locations for Kamen Rider and Super Sentai.
And one of them does like the explosion thingy.
Yeah, yep. Well, you could pay for that. One of them does a thing where you can have a shot where you do the explosion behind you and everything.
We're gonna do that.
We're gonna do that. That's a given. That's a
absolutely,
given.
Absolutely.
That's a 4-year-long plan, homie.
I don't know about all that.
Hold on.
We can.
If we're gonna do that, do you know what we need to do at some point?
What?
We need to find somebody who can do the 3D modeling, like make a 3D CAD model of what we wanted to have as our changer for the Nexoverse, and have somebody 3D print it.
I have a friend with a 3D printer.
Noted. Anyway.
Just pay us. We'll give you the money to deliver it all.
Oh man.
I'm down.
But yeah, that's honestly one of the big goals for TokuNexo. We genuinely do want to hit Japan. We want to hit the stores, and we most certainly want to hit the Super Sentai.
Mandarake, A-Stop, fucking you name it.
We want to go to that restaurant and sit on the Shocker throne. We want to go to the
visit the
Sentai
Kamen Rider
Museum.
Ichigo and the Sentai Museum, the Kamen Rider Ichigo and Go Ranger statues that are out and about there in Japan that survived the whole what was it? It wasn't Tokuhara. The big earthquake, double disaster nuclear thing that happened in 2012.
All of us seeing
they couldn't defeat the Riders.
Those were the only things that survived.
They said
in those areas.
Sin.
Not genuinely out of all the things that like barely survived in those areas, the Kamen Rider Ichigo and Go Ranger statues that are in two separate sections of that area were like one of the very few things to survive.
Don't tell me magic isn't real.
And even funnier, a bunch of Toku fans, because it was during like Go Kaiger's run, right?
Oh, nice.
A bunch of Toku actors turned around and started releasing videos online in character, talking to the kids of this new generation, being like, "Hey, you're the people that we need to have step up for this right now. You guys are the guys of the next generation. Let your parents go take care of this, so you guys can focus on school and do what you need to do to be the next generation of heroes." and like just making sure people felt like they were okay.
Mm,
And one of the first SOBs to do it was goddamn Rearranger from fucking Die Ranger.
Correct. Absolutely
That's
correct.
another thing I like about the actors. They're committed. They're committed, and
They're committed to the role.
They're committed to the role. And when I feel like Dev, you gave like an amazing. You had like an amazing conversation with I don't know whether it was you or Squirrel that had like a good conversation with Gokai Red.
We didn't have conversations?
Really?
No.
No. I remember you guys like having a conversation with like a goat with a Sentai Ranger, and I don't know who it is.
No. We
They
didn't have.
would have talked about it by
No,
now.
we wouldn't have. Yeah, I would have been talked to y'all about this by now. No.
The only thing I know of anything like that was like Achilles getting to talk to Geim's actor, and Geim's actor being like, "Yeah, no, I'm gonna go talk to Toei about this when I get back."
Yeah, no. The only thing close to that is when I met Austin St. John, we asked him, I was like, is there any chance you're gonna be returning? He said, if the script is good, and then literally months later the announcement for the Go Buster special.
Yeah.
So but yeah, that's it. I don't really I've never
Oh no, it was one of my other friends. I forgot.
Yeah, I've never really had
because
combo.
Because Dragon met Gokai Red.
No.
Yeah.
No fucks given. Anyway,
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
Yeah. I actually got to dip out a little early on this one.
Yeah.
I will see you guys in a bit.
Before you do you want to give your hot take? So real quick, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump into our last segment. So we're going to do hot takes. We are going to listen. We're not going to judge. And then we're going to, on a scale of 1 to 10, whether or not we agree. So, since Ecliptor is leaving, we'll start with him.
I too, unfortunately, have to go as well.
Yeah. We'll do you next.
The 2017 Power Rangers film is overhated.
I can agree with that.
Overrated?
Overhated. Hated.
It gets far too much hate for what
I can understand. I can agree with that. I can agree. Yeah, I can agree.
Oh.
Yeah, even my girlfriend, who's not a Toku fan, likes it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for your participation, Ecliptor. We'll see you next week.
I'll catch you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
And then Genm.
For me, my hot take is we need to give some of the female cast for both Friday and Sentai more upfront screen time and roles.
That's not a hot take. I can absolutely agree with that. They need bigger roles.
Because we get episodes where they get their spotlight, and then after that 1 or 2 episodes, they're just back to being damsels in distress.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. But yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. So yeah. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you to Gem for joining us on this episode of Toku Talk. We will see you next time.
Most definitely. I had a fun time being here, and I would do it again.
Yeah, hella down to have you. Bye.
Take care.
All right, and last but not least, Roman.
What, should I leave and also give my hot take?
You don't have to leave.
Okay.
They're just leaving because they had to.
Got you.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Evolution was overhated.
That's a 1, brother. That is an absolute. That is. I'll leave it to like 2, maybe 3, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Kind of stepped you into kind of locked you. Locked you out, didn't I? You're like kind of stunned right now.
No. I need to figure out what I'm saying. He said Roman said out loud that his hot
I'll say it
take
again. I'll say it
was-
again. I'll say it again. Dragon Ball Evolution is overhated.
That's what he said. Let's.
I'm burning this.
We're
fucker
not
down.
judging.
I'm burning this. I'm burning this
We're
chat
not
down.
judging. Ecliptor, we're not judging. Ecliptor, we're not judging.
I'm gonna get some shit next session, aren't I?
Probably.
What would my hot take be? I feel like most of my opinion, and it's not even because it's not even because I'm a crowd follower. It's just common sense.
Oh my god! All
right.
Seriously?
I've been trying to think this whole time ever since I suggested this.
Stray from the common and into the weird.
Yeah. I'm
There's no certain subject.
Honestly, just like my biggest hot take off the top of my head is just I'm only concerned because I know how the fandom can be. There are a bunch of rabid Wolverines. My Hero Academia is overrated.
That's just a statement.
Huh?
That's just a legitimate like hand on the Bible, like preach out to the entire anime community statement. It is overrated.
Okay. All right.
Because fandom is weird.
Let me just take my time with this one then.
What are your honest opinions about Ultraman?
Ultraman, I can't really have a really big opinion with it, but I mean, it was part of my childhood. I watched like a adapted version of it for of the original, and then I watched Orb for a little bit. It was really I enjoyed it. Let's see. Okay, let's dive into Kamen Rider then.
You're like Philip right now, trying to like opening the world's library, you know?
I mean, it's just correct. I'm like trying to think. Okay. I will just say. Hmm. Ooh, I'll do it this way. Kamen Rider Kabuto is the strongest rider. I genuinely believe that.
I'm okay.
I feel like if you put Kamen Rider Kabuto in a one-on-one match, in like even in a free for all or like a full ass tournament, Kabuto would run the state.
I'm gonna say 6. I'm gonna give it an average 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna give a 5 on that. I'm gonna give a 5 on that because
Okay.
I am biased. Because I'm biased to all my writers. Like I'm legitimately biased to all of the main protagonist writers. But Kabuto has that personality, in which I can agree with.
Right.
But at the same time, you have legitimate humanized versions of black holes into rider suits.
like Ginga?
Yeah. And evil.
But I feel like Hyper is fast enough to pull away.
True, but what is going to outrun a black hole?
I feel like Kabuto could push clock up before the black hole is complete. And I feel like Tendo is smart enough to notice it.
And that leaves another question. How fast is Axel during his trial form?
As fast as regular clock up. We've seen it. It was in a Kamen Rider Tyson. Yeah, so that's just my hot take. I feel like Kamen Rider Kabuto specifically would run Hesse. So
I can agree with that.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna cut it off we're gonna cut it off there for tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining us for Toku Talk episode 4. Join us for Power Rangers Metallic Swarm. It's technically like 5.6.5, but it's gonna be 7. It's
5.6.
It's gonna be like it's gonna be episode 7, session 7. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us. We will be back for session 7 at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next Monday, and then back for another Toku Talk Tuesday at, we'll aim for 7 p.m. again. We just needed a little more time today because and it's my fault. I was not prepared for this one, but it went really well, surprisingly. But yeah, shout outs to Genm for joining us for the first time, Roman for the first time. Hopefully we can get them once again. Don't worry, we will keep the roster small. No more than probably 5. But since this is a podcast, we would like to bring in as many members of TokuNexo and other people, other Tokusatsu fans in general. People that we know, people that we follow on social media. We would love to have them over and just, dissect their brains on how they see Tokusatsu. And hopefully it'll help Artemis in her journey to Tokusatsu,
becoming a true Tokusatsu
fan, a true fan. But thank you guys so much for joining us. Join us for Metallic Swarm and Toku Talk next week. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Okay. All right, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.